What's up, YouTube?
What's up?
We're back again. Today, with a bit of a special video. So, our parents hate us. Put it in plain words. So, they've seen our videos that we've posted the past few days, and to put it in plain terms, they weren't that impressed. Some things did make sense, particularly with the fact that perhaps there was use of language that was not really the way we were brought up, which I do agree with. Maybe that's not the best way to do it. We are educated people. We have no reason to be speaking like
Retards.
in a vulgar manner. So we will try to, from this day forward, speak in a more eloquent and more civilized nature. Henceforth,
From now on, we'll make sure to communicate like educated individuals, but make sure to spread the same messages.
The other issue seems to be that we were, spreading the wrong message, which I completely disagree, to be completely honest. I think we're spreading exactly what we should be spreading. One point that one of our parents made was that people already know this stuff. Well, if people already know it, then why isn't everyone taking action, right? Okay, someone might know something, but just because they know something doesn't mean they're gonna actually implement it. And it's one thing to know something, and it's another thing to actually do it. Like,
people know everything. Everyone knows what they want to do.
Everyone knows everything.
But they never listen to themselves. They know that they have to go all in. They know that in order to get to this certain desired outcome, they need to do this certain desired actions.
Example: you want to lose weight, you gotta go to the gym, or you gotta eat right. You know it, but do you do it?
Nah, I ain't saying anything that's rocket science. No, we're not. But what we're trying to do is just be the people out there holding people accountable. Whoever's watching these videos, like, we're just trying to remind you guys, just like keep you guys accountable and trying to spread a positive messages that we hope that if you do see these videos, that it acts as a reminder, maybe impacts you, because you never know. Maybe it takes that one person to say something and you change. So we want to be those people, right?
But it's not even about you. It's more about ourselves. We're holding ourselves accountable by posting our thoughts on YouTube, where we can then also see what we're saying, hold ourselves accountable. And first and foremost, we are saying thoughts that we are implementing into our own lives, that we are taking upon ourselves to do.
Yes,
so
sir.
We're simply sharing our experiences of how it is that we are growing and evolving as people, and moreover trying to develop ourselves to become strong men, because this is something that we do see lacking a lot these days, is strong masculine men. You see a lot of femboys, weak men who are simply tempted by their own desires and simply follow those desires, whether they be some dopamine rich activities or just lazing around and not doing much, which we all do ourselves. Let's not lie to ourselves. We as humans do love dopamine hits wherever they are coming from.
Just look outside you. It's summer. As I said in the last video, everyone's out. Everyone's going to the clubs. Everyone's enjoying. Everyone's drinking. I'm not saying I'm a person who does that. No, I don't. But at the same time, like, do they even question? Why am I even doing that?
Nope.
No, they don't question.
They just do.
They just follow.
They just go.
So they probably know that in order to get something, they need to do something. They need to take the actions and throw themselves in the deep end in order to achieve it, but they don't.
They'll wake up the next day, feel, I didn't do this, it was so stupid, and then they get one phone call later on. Oh, bro, we gotta go to this club. There's gonna be so many girls. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Shut up, man. Okay.
Beta male. No, I'm joking. On a serious note, this is a serious video, and we just want to talk about our life and what's going on and document the entire journey, because in the end of the day, when this works out, we're going to be the living proof that if you put your mind into it and focus your energy and time into becoming the best, you're going to become it, and there should not be nothing stopping you from doing that. Anything that's stopping you is just limiting beliefs and excuses, right?
Exactly.
You can start with $0, right? I mean, we're not, but you can, and I've seen people who have done it, and we have done it at the start. I started this business with zero. We started this business with $0, and got our first couple, 3, 4 clients just, just with our time.
But I would just change something that you said there, Abdullah, and I don't think it's the fact that we will make it in the sense that we might see it in this way, right? So we might say we will make it, we will definitely make it, but we don't know where it is that we're gonna make it, right? Because ultimately, this whole journey of self-development leads a person to a place where they can develop themselves to become a better person, who will in turn attract more wealth. Maybe I sound crazy, but I don't think it's very crazy, because you earn exactly what you're worth, in my opinion, and this is an opinion that has been spoken about widely. So
I mean, I guess it depends. Like, some people obviously don't have the circumstances in order to help them achieve wealth, so I think it depends, but at the same time, you should still try at the end,
yeah, but that person, if they do try, they will eventually get somewhere. So that's in turn the whole thing. But back to my main point, it might not be SMMA, who knows? We're just trying this because this is what we're trying to do now, but we don't know what the outcome is. Ultimately, what's important are the inputs, the development, because we as people are growing, the skills are increasing, our discipline is increasing, our strength is increasing. So long as we are still the person, we are better people tomorrow, then we will be able to be better and do better. So
exactly, it's just about the inputs,
exactly.
You never know when it's gonna be your lucky day, right? So he's gonna stay consistent and keep, because you never know when that day it's gonna happen.
So just
suddenly you're overnight success.
Detach from the output. We're growing, we're learning, we're embracing the change, and ultimately, that's what we're here on this earth to do, right? Is to grow, to learn, to become better people, to do better, and to just do good. And ultimately, the more good that you can do is directly correlated to how good you are.
Yes, sir.
So,
serve others.
to our parents, we apologize briefly. But
we apologize, and we take everything. That's why we make this video, just to say what we think, and we do take your words into consideration, and that's why you see those changes slowly in the way that we articulate our speech. But that being said, the message will always remain that we aim to be the source of truth for people our age, that we're the shoulder that people can lean on when they want to look for advice. And
hey man, look, we're just two regular dudes.
That's what we want to be.
Ultimately, our parents, they gave us a lot. They gave us a good upbringing. They have shaped the way who we are today. They've shaped us to be the people that we are. We appreciate everything that they've done. But there comes a point when a boy becomes a man, and this is there. So we're documenting our journey towards manhood, trying to inspire the rest of us and ultimately keep ourselves accountable. And I see here that some boys take a while longer to develop, right? Everyone has their own pace, and you cannot compare yourself to others around you because everyone has their own timeline. And I think one thing that a lot of people are fearful of is just, what is everyone else going to say? Nobody cares. What are they going to say? Who cares what they're going to say? Because they don't even care enough about themselves to do anything about their own lives.
With the societies that we come from, like, people give so much damns about what people think, and that's why they don't do anything, because they're always so worried about what this person might think, and all they do is talk about people and what this person did. Talk about your own life and take action with your own life instead of focusing on what people do. Focus on yourself, man, because you're gonna live on this world and you're gonna die. The only one who's gonna watch and hold you accountable is God, nobody else, man. So why do you care? Doesn't matter
what they say.
Doesn't matter,
because if they're too busy, if anyone's busy talking about you and your business, they're not doing anything with their self. It's that simple. Because if they were so worried about themselves, they wouldn't have time to talk about you.
Why do you have
so
time?
if they're talking about you, they don't have time to be thinking about doing anything about themselves.
People talk no matter what. Even if I'm like Jeff Bezos or something, they're gonna find something to talk shit about me for. It's just how the world works.
Language.
Excuse the language, but they're gonna find something bad to say about me, because people always like to focus on negative because it makes them feel better about themselves. Because they're like, oh shit, this guy's doing better than me, and let me find something bad about him so I can be kind of on his level, even though no one likes you. No one likes it when someone does better than them, and that's just the truth, right? And so that's the thing. You know, people know stuff. The key takeaways of this conversation is that people know everything. Of course, we're not saying anything that's rocket science. No, we're not scientists. We're just two regular guys who are just talking. But the key thing, we are on this camera right now and we are producing this content, but we're not watching the content. So be the person who produces and don't be the person who consumes.
Yes, and I think I'll leave with a small quote. A lot of quotes, I don't know the exact words, but I read something today and it was about how the Prophet ﷺ, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he told us not to compare ourselves with people who have more, but rather to compare yourselves to people who have less. And I think this is very deep, because by comparing yourself to people who have less, you will always be in a state of appreciation of what you do have, instead of looking at those who have more than you and saying, oh well, I don't have this, I don't have that, my life is like this, my life is that. But no, imagine this, you and all of your problems that you might think you're facing now. If I can sit you in front of a person who has cancer, and you can explain to this person who has cancer why your problems are so big whilst they are terminally ill, if you can do that, then your problems really are of any nature. But if you can't, then I'm sorry to say your problem is completely irrelevant and it's simply in your own head. So get out of your bubble.
Exactly. That's it. No clickbait, just the truth. We love our parents. Thank you. We thank them for everything that they do for us every day. But at the same time, like, in some way we have to be different, even if it's not the norm. No one at our age, not many people post. I mean, a lot of people post, but not many people post about certain things, about topics. Maybe they post like, you know, dancing around naked or some stuff like that, which is weird. Like, why are you even doing that in the first place? But anyways, that's a different topic. But you know, we actually just talking, like, you know, I don't think we're doing anything wrong.
No script, no agenda. This is just flowing words out of our mouth.
Exactly. So it's a late night talk session, you know what I mean?
Late night talk. We got the moon still out there. She's shining bright as ever tonight. Look at her, beautiful. Subhanallah.
All right.
But with that, thank
Peace
you,
out.
YouTube.
Peace out.
Like, follow, subscribe.